Hey, what's up? Alright, so today 30th May 2025, yet another trading recap. Spoiler alert, you can see on the screen now, right? Negative 0.85. So I had a losing trade today. I think it was pretty dumb of me to get this losing trade. So yeah, basically this is a reflection, right? Reflection of today, what has happened so far. As you can see, no setup found during the day, mainly because I was quite busy at work, right? So I didn't have time to really revisit the market and decide where is a possible solution to trade. So I think basically the session today will be pretty short, but maybe what I can do is put some pointers in, right? Like how I intend to trade and whatsoever. So first off, usually my strategy, how it goes is, like I said, I will zoom out. Okay, I'll look at the market. I'll ignore the previous day. I'll look at the market here, and I'll see what actually happened. Just zoom out. The further the better, because this way you actually avoid all the noises. Actually, if you want, right, you can even change the candle bodies to be the same color. That way you have no noise. But it really depends on individual. I like to see the ups and downs because I want to know what are the when the bearish candle actually appear. How big is it, right? I just want to have all this information at hand. Alright, so first off, let's do it for market structure. A very basic one. From here to here to here to here. Basically, I'm just showing you what I see based on this. So of course you can actually practice. All this comes with experience. The longer you trade, the more you will think. Some people will do it mini ones like this, right? All these, to be honest, in my very honest opinion, they are all noise. They are noise in my opinion. Okay, so usually I'll just ignore it, because if you notice, all my trades, my stop loss are generally quite big. So let's see, this is my position. Okay, sorry, this is the market structure that I'm seeing. Okay, this one straight goes to here, to here, to here, to here, to here. Alright, this one is a bit flaky. I might not do it here, but basically the idea is from here to here to here, and currently the price is over here now. Right? So as you can see, let me put this on the back. Visual order send to back. Oh, it's not at the back yet. Let me see here. Template visual order. It's already at the back, but it's still above the candle, so a bit obstructive. So let me just delete it. Alright, so this is just an example of how I actually look at the market structure. But before I delete it, right, when the market actually opened on New York session, basically if I just follow solely on the market structure, actually what is the position that I should be taking? Okay, see whether you can get the same idea as me. Based on here, is making let's see, this is the high, this is the low, and it went on to make. Is there any way I can do a drawing to, yeah, I can do a higher high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And so what is going to happen next? This is I'm just guessing it is based on this, it looks like it is an uptrend, right? So since it is an uptrend, basically what I should be doing is I should be looking for sell trades. But what actually happened was, when I came in the market, I missed certain position. To be very frank with you, actually I found this position here. I'll zoom in, let you see, right? I actually found this setup here. So this particular move was the one that I actually wanted to take. This move here, but I actually missed the entry. If I would have taken this, it will be here, and stop loss will be about here. That was my ideal plan. But then when I found the setup, actually I can even show you on the Discord, right? Let me see here. Discord, trade idea, general chat. It's actually under general chat. I did say missed this. Okay, so if you open up, is XAU USD 5-minute chart, right? Look at the price and where did I put the entry. This is exactly over here, right? So this was the trade that I actually missed. It was sent at 9:20 p.m. That was 3 hours ago. 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours. And yep, I didn't take that trade because by right, when I supposed to, when I see it, I'm supposed to take the trade at this position here. And at the same time, it went up and it was very close to my break even, but it didn't hit the break even. But in my scenario, more or less, when I see that happen, I will still move it to break even. And even though I moved it to break even, right, at this candle here, it actually stopped me out. So end of the day, this is a break even trade if I ever take it. Now, it is still making higher high, higher low, and higher high. So now this is the higher low. So with this, it is safe to say that it is still on the uptrend. But why? Why did I take this bearish movement? So I'm going to tell you my mistake. I actually found out my mistake and I was actually pretty angry with myself. Mainly because I guess I watched too much YouTube, right? And people keep talking about higher time frame analysis. I mean, it might work for some people, but based on my own strategy, I have never been looking at the higher time frame, to be very honest with you. So what I did was I went over to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so this is the mistake that I did. I should have trusted my process. Right, so basically these are all my backtesting results. And yeah, so based on this, what I did was I actually drew this line here. Because why? This was the previous high, the previous swing high before it came down. So I was thinking, okay, more or less at the same time over here, look what it actually did. This is the low, high, low, high, low, high, low, and lower high. Lower low, lower high, lower low. So basically this was what I was actually seeing. And when that happens, naturally I will believe that the higher time frame is actually indicating that it's supposed to actually reverse at this particular candle here. So that's on the 4-hour chart. Now let's move to the 1-hour chart. Multi-time frame analysis. I still find it freaking dumb of me to do it, but let's just run through this whole thing together, this whole exercise. So we'll start from here, lower high, then after that make an equal high, lower low, then it went all the way up here, and here, 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 here. Does this look at a setup? Yeah, this I will count this. Then start making lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Freak! See? It actually happened again. So now 4 hour is showing lower high, lower low. 1 hour is also showing me lower high, lower low. So that's the reason why I came over to the 1-hour chart and draw this stupid candle here. This bloody high that I thought that yeah, it's going to swing here and reverse as well. So basically this is the whole reason why on the 5-minute I have already these two lines here, right? Yeah, I'll delete this now since we already know the market structure. It's because of, I will remove this also, right? Actually I shouldn't. So because of these two horizontal lines here, that the price actually came here and retested it. So I was like, yes, there's a retest. Now another candle came up here at this particular candle. Okay, so I'm running through candle by candle now. Actually, let me do a replay for you. Right, basically I found that those two higher highs, basically the swing highs. Next candle, alright, let's take a look what's happening. Okay, so boom, retest, sweet, freaking good. But then there was a bearish movement, so I was like, yes, I think this might be the one. If let's say I take this position here, I can only put stop loss here. But remember, my strategy is always I want it to have a swing, right? If it's more like a break, retest, swing, then after I take the position with an entry candle. So basically, I'm waiting for a retracement. Wait, basically show you what I was looking for. Like that, like that, like that. I was waiting for it to come down, retrace, and then I take the trade lower. So that was over here. This setup that what I was looking for. So to be honest, actually it did happen at this particular candle here. Right, go back one. So at this particular candle, it actually broke this low. Right? It broke this low. But to be honest, I think it's not a very good setup. I'll be very frank with you. It's only a mistake that I can own up to. Right? This is not a good setup, to be honest, but mainly because the break, I got a break actually, but I didn't have a retest. Now that I'm looking at it, right, I didn't have the retest. And since I didn't have the retest, technically I shouldn't even be taking this trade. Right. I was too zoomed in, because now the more you zoom in, right, what you'll be actually stuck with the current price action, which is like this. It will look like this now. I'll be very frank with you. It looks like this now. So basically, it made a lower high, a higher high, then make a higher low, then a lower high. So I was thinking that okay, I already have a break, but basically I missed out my retest. The retest didn't come in, so I think, yeah, this is a very bad trade of mine. I can only own up to this mistake. Hopefully I don't do it again on the future. So I took this trade. I even mentioned it in the Discord. Even in the Discord, I also talked about these two lines, right? But to be honest, I actually broke my rules. I think this is not following my strategy at all. Moving forward, I mean, this actually looked quite promising. I was quite happy, but once I saw this wick, I think this is it. This was the final move downwards. And lo and behold, that is really the case. It went up. Basically, there are solid movements now. And then, if you think about it just now earlier, the setup that I'm supposed to be taking is actually long. I'm supposed to go up. By right, let me see here. I missed this setup, correct? Yeah, this was the setup that I missed. But of course, it actually hit break even. I move it to break even. Now, this setup actually appear. By right, what I should be doing is I should actually take this setup here. What time was that? 11:10. 11:10. The price action, the volume has actually decreased quite a bit. So even if I take this particular trade, it doesn't really make sense because I won't be able to get much profit out of the market. But let's see, right? Based on this, I will leave this particular trade here because I want to see by tomorrow what's going to happen to it, right? But end of the day, the price action actually move up, even higher and higher. So not to get you confused, I will just remove this and this. Okay. So now my idea is basically if it breaks this particular candle here, this one, if it breaks this, right, then that's where I'm going to close the trade. But coincidentally, the break, sorry, let me move this. Coincidentally, the break came on the 55 candle, actually close to the midnight candle, right? And I actually, once the midnight came, I immediately closed it. So I closed it around this area here. Fortunately, I didn't wait for the candle to fully form at 12:05. I straight away closed my position here at a negative 0.85. L. But let's see, right? Based on this particular trade that I wanted to take, what actually happened? It hit my 1R. So now I'm basically risk-free on this trade already. If I check the news, let's see what's going to happen. Is there any high impact news tomorrow? Oh, sorry. Oh, it's Friday, right? Today will be Friday. Okay, 3 AM there's a GBP news. USD news is at 8:30 PM. So by right, if I want, I can freaking just hold this trade all the way because it is already a risk-free trade and see how it goes. But yeah, it's an unfortunate bad trade in my very honest opinion. So yeah, I want to indicate here that this is a very bad trade. Take note. That your analysis is totally wrong. Okay, I should put this here to serve myself as a reminder that I shouldn't be taking such trades. So let me put why is it wrong. There was no break of structure with a strong retest, and you still took the trade. Very disappointing. Indeed, to be honest, I'm very disappointed in myself. I shouldn't be doing this. But this is the case, right? No choice. Since I took it already, no looking back. So just for transparency's sake, right, I'll show it to you. Basically, this was the trade that I took. Where is it? Right, minus 850. This is the date time. I'll close this up here to here, right? Which is exactly this particular trade. So you see, bearish candle, bearish. I actually took it here. Initially, I thought it was a very good position, right? Because it was slightly draw down, and I actually got the better price. End of the day, reversed up, and I lost the trade. So yeah, that's it for today. If you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments. So far, I think there's no views there's no click views, click impression or whatsoever on my video. But it's okay. I'm just using this really to do my documentation or journal my trades. So, and usually I will re-watch the video. I'll give myself one view, one like to my video, and just to watch on the next day, just to have a recap to make sure that whatever I did was on point. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to beat myself up again on this particular thing. I'm going to beat myself up again. Okay, so if there's nothing else, I'm going to call it a night. It's already 12:42 AM, pretty late. I need to work tomorrow. So peace out.